In this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 steps you need to get into rental arbitrage today. Stop waiting, getting on the sideline, and get in the game. But before I explain the 5 steps, I want to share with you what rental arbitrage is, because I think there's a lot of miscommunication out there on social media platforms. So what actually is rental arbitrage, and what does it mean to actually get a property on Airbnb? Well, there's a couple reasons that I'm going to do this. One is because I want you to operate with the right expectations, okay? So first thing is, what is rental arbitrage? And that simply means instead of purchasing a property to put on Airbnb, we're just going to rent a property from a landlord, get their permission, and then put it on Airbnb. I think a lot of people overcomplicate this whole rental arbitrage thing and they try to make it complicated. What I'm going to do for you is I'm going to simplify the 5 steps that you need so you can get into Airbnb today, not tomorrow, because tomorrow never comes. So what do we need to do? So first of all, rental arbitrage means this. Like if you go to the hospital, you guys don't buy the hospital, right? You go there, you use it, you rent it, you leave. Same thing here. Rental arbitrage is just a simple way of saying, let's just rent a property. If you've ever lived somewhere where you rent, maybe you live right now and you're renting, you know this business. It's a simple way of just going to a landlord and saying, hey, listen, landlord, we're not gonna actually live in the property. You're giving us permission to put it on Airbnb. They sign a quick addendum, that's a wrap. That's rental arbitrage. So what I'm gonna share with you is the 5 steps. The first step is getting an LLC. Now, why is this important? A couple reasons. Number one, it takes the liability off of you personally, okay? When you get an LLC, which is basically starting a business, okay, go to your Secretary of State. Very simple, like here in the state of Florida, we have sunbiz.org. Okay, so you gotta get an LLC set up so you can be legit. It also puts a legitimacy to you actually doing something. You're like, now I own a business. It actually makes it real, right? Because it's an LLC. It's not like you doing it personally. So go to your Secretary of State and then set up. A lot of people are going with Wyoming right now because of the anonymity. And simply what that means is that you can start a business without having your personal name anywhere on the business. No personal record will show, like publicly, it's not gonna have your name anywhere. So Wyoming's one of those states. A lot of people go with Delaware, a lot of people go with Nevada. But what you wanna do is get your LLC set up. That's the first step, okay? And then you're legitimately a business. You'll get your articles of organization. They're gonna come in the email, usually takes 3 to 5 days, okay? Then you're gonna go to the irs.gov and you're gonna get your free EIN number, okay? Free, don't pay for it anywhere. And then I would like for you to apply for your DUNS number so you can start the business credit build out, okay? And you can go that to dunandbradstreet.com, okay? Then, to make your business actually legitimate in terms of when the business starts, as soon as you get your EIN and you get your articles of organization, go to a bank. I'm gonna recommend Chase, I'm gonna recommend Bank of America, major banks. Go there and open up a business checking account. Just walk in and say, look, I wanna open up a business account. They're gonna say, okay, cool, show me your articles of organization and show me your EIN number and your driver's license. Boom, it's that simple. Now you are legit and you have a business that is actually registered, okay? Second step from starting an Airbnb arbitrage business and getting your first property listed quickly is then going to pick the right market. Now, how do we know that the right market is the right market? How do we know that people are coming in, they're gonna wanna stay to Airbnb? Well, first you have to go in your head and say, okay, let's look at the markets in the United States. Which ones are gonna do well and which ones are gonna do crappy? Here's some metrics. The first thing you're gonna do is go to airdna.co, okay? Now, my students do get it for free. I pay $2,000 a year for the software. My students actually get that, but it is a paid subscription. Do not get the free one. That's like driving a semi without brakes. It's useless, okay? It's very dangerous. Because if the numbers are skewed, you can't make good decisions on if it's a good property financially or if the market is strong on free software, okay? That's why it's free. So you're gonna go to airdna.co. And on there, you're gonna look for a market grade above 70. That's how we know we have a good market grade. The other thing you're gonna look for when you get on AirDNA is when you're checking out a market, make sure that that market has more than 250 total active listings in it. Okay, if it's less than 250, probably not gonna be looking at that market. The other metric that I'm gonna look for is to make sure that that market has an occupancy level of above 60%. Okay, and it's gonna have all this data for you guys, okay? I'm giving you the insider stuff, okay? Market grade, 65 or higher. I want occupancy above 60, and I want at least 250 active listings in that city that you're looking for. And lastly, Make sure your daily rate is above 150 as an average. It'll say right there, what is the daily rate for this? Now, here's the thing. The reason why this is important is because if the daily rate is lower than 150, you're competing with hotels. You want to be above, and you want to get into that next category, not the economic category. Okay? Third step, and that is this. You have to find properties. Now that you've found the market, now it's time to say, all right, cool. Let's find a property in the market. Let's say, for example, you're in Tampa, Florida. Well, now what we need to do is we need to find a property in Tampa, Florida for rent. And what are some of the metrics we should look for? Well, the first thing is you want to look for properties that have been listed on Zillow for a long time. Reason being is because if a landlord is in pain, they're more likely to give concessions and let us Airbnb the property. They just listed the property yesterday. It's unlikely, or it's not probable that they're going to go with an Airbnb versus a traditional tenant. So the longer the property's been listed on the site of Zillow, the better off you're going to be in terms of getting concessions. Okay, when you're on Zillow, you're finding a property. Look for the 4 H's. First thing you want to look for is a property that is around hills. Okay, and you could be in any one of these 4 H's, not all 4. Hills. People like to ski. People like to hike. Okay, think Poconos. Think Asheville. Think of Gatlinburg, Tennessee. These are places that do really well because of the season of skiing and snow XYZ. Okay, the second H you want to look for is going to be hospitals. Now this is a niche that I play in. So I play in the niche of travel nurses, doctors, chiropractors, and people that want to be close to their loved one while they're going through surgery. So you're going to get people that stay for a long time versus people that stay for a day or two and party, okay, in that niche. And third, you want to be next to nice hotels. Why? Because the hotel already did the work to say this is the location it should be in. And so if you can get a nice Airbnb around a nice hotel, you will likely do well. The fourth one, in my opinion, is the strongest H and does the best on any Airbnb, and that is H2O. If a property itself you're looking at has a hot tub or a pool, you will always do better than properties that don't have water at them, okay? The next best, if it doesn't have doesn't have like a pool or a hot tub, you could go with an ocean view, lake view, or something like this, okay? But water always does the best. All right, so now that we started our LLC, we've got our bank account open, okay? Now we've picked the right market. How do we know what markets to go in? What if I told you that St. Augustine, Florida? What if I told you Nashville, Tennessee? What if I told you that Phoenix, Arizona? What if I told you Santa Clarita, California? What if I told you Waco, Texas? What if I told you Jacksonville Beach, Florida? What if I told you Houston, Texas, and Chicago, Illinois? What if I told you right outside of Atlanta are strong markets? I told you I was gonna pull back the curtain and give you some damn gems. Merry Christmas. Don't ask me for a Christmas gift next year because I just gave it to you. But more importantly, guys, if you stay to the end of this video, I'm gonna actually give you the script itself that have landlords basically eating out of your hand to work with you. Okay, you're gonna see it in the description where I'm actually giving you the real script that my paid students get, as well as the one I've used for many, many years to get so many Airbnbs. Okay, and you'll see it in the description box. Okay, it's the actual Zillow script that you're gonna need. It's unbelievable. Okay, so now I just gave you some high-level areas. I told you what to look for at the areas. Okay, now it's time to get on the phone and negotiate with landlords. Okay, you found a property, it's got a pool or it's got a hot tub. It's in Tampa, Florida, for example, right? It's been listed for 84 days. Let me give you an example. Now we got a property that's got water at it. We have a property where the landlord's in pain. We have a great market in Tampa, Florida. Now it's time to reach out to the landlord. Now, contrary to what a lot of people are saying, they are saying, look, you want to meet the landlord in person and you want to build a relationship. That is horse shit. I don't believe it, okay? I have not done that. We only do deals over the phone. We negotiate over the phone, and it's a lot easier than going to meet the person, driving there, wasting time, and trying to negotiate with somebody when they have no idea what you're doing. Okay? When I give you the script, you're gonna send the script out to the landlords. In Zillow, there's a place called, when you click on the property, there's a thing that says ask a question. It's a blue box. If you click on that, you'll be able to put my script in there. Now when they come back and they say they're interested, remember, it's a warm lead. You're not just reaching out to landlords and saying, hey, I love your property. I want to set up an appointment with you and go meet you at your property. They don't know when you get out there, they don't know who you are or what you do. This is a cold lead. I want somebody that's warmed up, got my script already, And then when they reach out to me and they say, hey, let's talk, then I get on the phone. Now I've already got their interest and they're already in pain. See the difference? This is the way I've done it for many, many years, and this is why my students are absolutely crushing it, okay? I guarantee you'll get a property in 30 days or less. There's not a person on planet Earth that can make that guarantee, okay? I do it, and I'm gonna show you why in a minute. But once we find the right market, then it's time to get on the phone. And this is where you're gonna pitch your opportunity. Now, does it take some experience to negotiate with landlords? Does it take a little bit of confidence? Does it take, yeah, of course it does. Okay, you're not just gonna get on the phone with a landlord and start pitching deals and have no sales experience, no negotiation experience, and more importantly, no experience in Airbnb, no experience with any, you have no references, you have nobody to check, you've never done Airbnb before, and then you're gonna pitch a landlord. They're gonna say, look, when you get your shit together, let's talk. But listen, this is the problem, guys. You guys are trying to pitch landlords, and on top of having no credibility, you're calling, hey, I love your property and I want to put it on Airbnb. That's like jumping into bed day one when you're trying to marry a woman. That's not what we do, guys. What you want to do is you want to build a relationship. You do this over the phone, not in person. After you've sent the script to them, they came back, they're interested. Then you build the relationship by pitching it as a corporate lease. Do you guys want the corporate lease? Inside, down the bottom, okay, in my description box, you're gonna actually see the corporate script that you need to get landlords to be like, boom, let's do it, okay? Now, the reason I'm giving this to you is because I want you to win, okay? I want you to win, and I want you to win big. And the reason I want you to win is because if you haven't taken a second yet to hit the thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe to the channel, I come to you every single day to give you value, okay? These are the 5 steps you need. LLC, okay? After the LLC, then we're gonna be picking our market, which is the city. And after that, you're gonna pick the property within that city on Zillow. And then after that, you're gonna get on the phone with landlords. You're gonna negotiate a deal. And then from there, after you've negotiated your deal, you are gonna sign your lease, and that's step 5. You're gonna sign your lease. You're gonna get your keys in your hand. They're gonna sign the addendum. And you guys are gonna have your first Airbnb. Then you gotta get it on Airbnb, and then you gotta start, doing the SEO, the title, the description, the pictures, X, Y, Z. Guys, if you need help with any of this, just send me a message in the comments, man. Just say, hey, what's up, Mike? I need help. Dude, I'll reach out right away. We'll get on a no strings attached 10-minute call, and I'll just show you exactly how to do this stuff, okay? But down below, inside the comments, inside the description, you're gonna see where I put you guys, what my pay students get, which is the actual landlord script that gets them warmed up, which gets them in a position where they know what we do before we make any phone call at all, okay? So if you need my help, message me in the comments, and down below inside the description box, you will see the actual script you guys need so you're successful in the game. My name is Investor Mike. Here are the 5 steps to getting your first Airbnb. Don't overthink it. It's very simple. This business model is so fun. There's a lot of opportunity. It's such a hot market right now, and you have an opportunity of a lifetime, no matter what your why is. Just think about that for a minute. What is your why? Why do you want to do this? Make that decision and say, you know what? Here's why I want to do it. Maybe it's your kids, maybe it's your work, maybe it's more freedom, maybe it's more time. Whatever your why is, this is an opportunity of a lifetime to get in right now while it's a hot market. God bless, be safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Go down inside the description box right now and get your free landlord script. And if you need help at all, hit me up in the messages. Let's roll. Bye.